I guess. I'm smacking this one.
That hurt. That hurt.
Good?
You okay? Get this off me.
You good?
Take that.
Relax. Relax.
Welcome to our 2 cents. Welcome to our 2 cents.
Welcome back to our 2 cents. Coming to you straight from Raxo Studios. We're doing it again, breaking down the chaos, one sarcastic comment at a time. And hey, if you like what you hear, hit that subscribe button. Your support keeps me motivated to keep bringing this hot takes. As we dive into another week, it's hard not to notice the increased polarization in the world around us. From political debates that feel more like reality TV to conflicts that keep escalating. We're left wondering, are we actually making progress or just spinning in circles? The news paints a picture of tension, and yet, in the midst of it all, we see the same power struggles, the same patterns repeating itself. Maybe today's episode is about taking a step back and asking ourselves, how much of this is really new? And how much of it is it just history on repeat? Is there a way out of this loop? Or are we stuck in the same predictable script? Are we stuck? Look, the same problems we're dealing with today, more than likely people during 1942, during the start of World War II, it probably even felt worse because they had just came out of one of the First World War not that long ago. It was the same people that fought World War I that were fighting World War II. It wasn't like the next generation. It was almost like the same generation. Like people who were coming in were going out when the Second World War was probably starting. Or how far apart were they off? Look, now I sound like a dumbass because I thought I knew when World War II, I know when World War II was. When did World War II start and when did it finish? That is a very good question that we should have asked before I started spewing. But nonetheless, what I'm actually saying is that we've gone through this shit over and over again. Same conflicts, except the danger now for annihilation is greater. That I will give you. But it's not like we're not counting on planet Nibiru to land on time right before they blow us up. I just hope they really do. Oh, and I dropped my moon. That's how very interested in it I am. I dropped my moon. So we got a moon. We got the sun over there, which is the light. And we got a moon and we got planet Earth. This is just a little explanation of how the world works, people. You got sun, you see the sun, the shade, blocking it. Sunlight, sun, no more moon. Boom. You know what I'm saying? Nobody knows what I'm saying. Nobody ever knows what I'm saying. But what I am trying to say is, what a week I had. I had a great week. Open mic, it was a great experience this week. I don't think I've had an experience like I've had this past week. People were actually asking for more of me. I gave him all I had. I milked it all. The 15 minutes that I had, I milked them as much as I could. I could not go any longer. How does that song go? I go any long? No, I don't even know what I'm talking. I know there's a song that says something about going any longer. I can't go. I don't know. But anyways, I was asked to do more time, and I was really proud of myself, and I really felt myself, and I was actually believing it. I was like, oh, wow. There is something there. And I actually uploaded because I was really proud of that comment that someone made. I was really, really happy about it. I was more than happy. I was excited because I was like, that's a little some assurance right there. Some reassurance. You know, when people tell you, damn, you're doing good. What you just said right there, funny as fuck. Hilarious. I mean, it's not for everybody. Like I said last week, it's not my jokes are not even for Chat GPT. I had an issue with Chat GPT, and when I was trying to tell Chat GPT, hey, help me out with this shit that I'm trying to say, it said, you're violating the guidelines of Chat GPT. Even though what I wrote was my life experience, I'm just trying to make it funny. And I did, and I have. And I will do it again and again and again and again. I would do it for another 9 months. That's how long I'm going to go do it. For another 9 months. And I'm going to repeat it and then Chat GPT, and I'm going to come back and rewrite it on Chat GPT, and we'll see. And we'll see if this motherfucker, if this fuck really thinks my life experience violates their guidelines. We'll see when Trump wins. That is scary. But it's not as scary as having a second moon. Dun, dun, dun. Right? That's pretty scary. But you know what? I've seen videos of people uploading shit saying, oh, it's so exciting. Oh, it's terrifying. Oh, I don't know what to do, which is me. It's like, I don't know what to do. We're going to have another moon. But this will happen from September 29th to November 5th, I believe. Right? Yes, those are the right days, of course. I'm always right. What am I talking about? So though that will be there, and some people, people upload their opinions, and like they are entitled to upload their opinion. I'm entitled to upload my opinion. And I've seen some people saying, oh my God, I have never seen this in my life. How is this going to be possible? Well, no shit, Sherlock. None of us have seen this shit in our lifetime. And you know what? Most people are terrified and worried about it. And they did say it was probably going to mess with the magnetic field of the earth and the gravity. I don't know. Some shit like that. Hopefully on the 29th, we're not all floating into space. And you know what? Some people are even as far as saying that it's an alien spaceship, which I want to talk about too. Which I remember not that long ago, there was an article where they said spaceship mothership is out in space. That not the White House, the other house. What's the other house? Not the White House. The Pentagon, that house. That house, they also said they had a vehicle not made in this world. Whatever the fuck that meant. I don't know. But that would just, we do have this. And everybody was like, yeah, oh, wait, what? Oh, I don't know what you say. I don't know what that means. Let's go on with our lives. You know what? And that's what they're saying. And I want to go back to the moon, right? Well, I'm still on the moon subject. Yes, I am. But what I'm saying is people are worried about it. And people are like, oh my God, we're going to have a moon and we're going to see it. No, you're not. You're not going to see it. Let's ask Chat GPT. How big is the space station? Chat, how big is the space station? Wrong one, bitch. I need to stop using this because it just ruins. I ruined it for a second, but we're back. Okay, let's see. How big is the space station? Just so we're all on the same page, I want to present this to everyone, to the world. So, I asked ChatGPT, how big is the space station? The International Space Station, ISS, is about the size of a football field, measuring approximately 100 meters. Why did you put meters first? 358 feet long and 239 feet wide, including its solar panels. It orbits around, I don't care. We don't care about that for now. For now, that's not important. And let's ask new mini moon. A new mini moon. It's going to sound a little sus. Tell me how big is it? That sounds a little sus, but we will still ask the question no matter. And it doesn't matter. The new mini moon named NV1 is very small and measuring about 2.3 meters, 6 to 10 feet wide. This is not the one that I'm talking about. No, hold on. We'll find it, but okay, so the mini moon close to Earth on September 29, 24 measured about 1.8 meters, approximately 6 feet in diameter. Why are you saying 6 feet now, but they were saying, okay, you know what? They said it was 33 feet. I'll stick to that. We will stick to that. They said it was 33 feet, and let's go back. How big is the space station? They said 300, about a football field wide. That's big. 33 feet compared to a football field wide, you think you're going to fucking see it? Now, it will probably mess with our gravity field, magnetic field, and I don't know what that's going to do. It's probably going to make people crazier than they already are. Ah! Like that. That's how crazy people are. I scared myself. All right? So, it's not that big compared to everything around it, compared to the world. And even compared to us. It's probably, if you have a truck, add another half of a truck, and that's 30 feet. That's how big it is. Let's just say 2 compact cars, 2 small cars, big. That's how big it is. It's not that big, people. Not that big of a deal. Even if it would come straight to the planet Earth, to us, even if in that case, I think most of it would burn in the atmosphere. Sure, it would be a loud bang, but it's not like we haven't seen one of those. We just saw one with the historic video that chick in Portugal took, right? The one of her recording herself upside down and getting that view of the meteor coming across the sky. That's how it would look. So then, you know what? And it goes back to what we always say. What we always say about it is just fear mongering what they're doing now. That's what it feels like it is now. Because if we put it into perspective, it's not that big. That's what she said. It's not that big. 33 feet compared to the space station, it's not even a quarter. It's probably like 5% of its size. We all know what 5% of its size is. We're all experts. So don't worry about it. We're not going to get annihilated by this meteor or whatever it is that it's coming close to us. Sure, it might feel frightening, but let's put it into perspective. It is not that comparable to its size. I didn't want to say that again. It's not comparable. So don't worry about it. We'll be all right. We'll be all right. We'll make it through. Even if we get hit We made it through once before, but I mean, obviously we might not make it. And speaking of might not make it, you know what? I have this thing where I think I'm pretty durable. Where I think I know I'm pretty tough. I know I can handle things. I know I won't bitch about working under the sun. I know I can work under the sun and not have an issue with it. I'll just fucking, work through it. I can work through pain as well. Right? I ain't no bitch. I ain't no bitch crying. Well, maybe I cry sometimes. But that's neither here nor there. And I realize that I might be a bitch. Because, like I said, I think I'm pretty tough, right? I think I'm pretty durable. Because, like I said, I can work under the sun. I can work under any conditions and not have an issue. If it pays, I will do it. But not for long until I get fed up with it and I'm like, I'm over this shit. I'm not working here no more. I'm Audi 5000. Audi TT. That's how far away I will go. But I was watching these videos of, that's nothing. A dude just getting ready to jump off a cliff and fly with the suit, with those flying squirrel suits that they have, right? And I was watching this guy and I'm like, I know you shouldn't say I could never, because you don't know what you're capable of doing until you do it. But that activity, I can never. Like I said, I'm pretty durable. I'm pretty tough. Like I'm not afraid of heights at all. Like, ask me where I worked. 7-story buildings on the side of the fucking building, on the rooftop, just hanging on the side. I've done it. I've walked on the ledges of the homes that don't have the roofs yet. I've walked all of them, 2nd floor, 2, 3 floors. I've done it. I'm not afraid of heights. But jumping off with the squirrel suit, it requires a different type of nut that I do not have, that my body does not carry with. So, going back to what I was saying is, don't worry about it. All right? It's not even comparable to anything. And even if you try to look at it, I don't know how powerful telescopes are. I don't know how powerful they are. I don't know how powerful they get. I don't even think you'll probably be able to see it. There's people that can barely see the moon with their things, let alone one of those. It's going to be so small. Now, some people are even saying that that's the mothership that the Pentagon warned us about. I think it was last year that they said there was a mothership out there somewhere. But if it was a mothership, don't you think it would be a little bigger? Not just a 33-foot mothership. Unless these aliens are like, I don't know, like the cockroach aliens on Men in Black 1 or 2. Oh, but let's remember, in that movie, the aliens were hiding in a little small cone-looking thingy, right? Yeah, so that's probably true then. Oh, fuck, we're fucked either way. Oh, my God. They're coming for us. Now, panic, everybody. Run. Everybody run out of the world. Everybody run with their bug-out bags. The aliens are coming. Now, that's not saying don't have your shit ready. But anyways, what I'm trying to say is, and I will repeat myself, is don't worry about it. The rock is not that big. And if we were to get hit with it, it's probably going to burn in the atmosphere, most of it. Another thing to worry about, cell phones. I mean, not cell phones. 1960 cell phones, which were pagers. No, it was early 90s, right? Late 80s, early 90s, pagers. Motorola is getting sued by I don't know who, or someone's getting sued because beepers, pagers were blowing up in people's faces. 9 people dead, a bunch of people hurt. Yikes. And I should have downloaded, but I didn't because this is what I do. I don't. Whoops, sorry. But there's a Russian guy. I think it was on TikTok that I saw it, but I think it was a video from YouTube of a Russian guy blowing up cell phones. Now, I don't know. An iPhone, I should say. Now, that makes me worry. Because now that means, now look at the damage those pagers did. Those battery was really small battery, really small. It's probably a third of what a cell phone is. It's probably a third of what a cell phone is. So now that did that damage. Now imagine what a battery from like something like this would do to you. Oh my God, dude. And now, is it time for a change, or what is this coming from? Because it was said that they did it. They prefabricated them. They tampered with the beepers. They tampered with the walkie-talkies. They tampered with everything right before they got to their destination where they were going to sell them and spread them out into the population. They tampered with all that. But you know what? And like I said last time, I put up a video, and I like to think of things like, why are things this way? Why do they work like this? And I asked myself, is it all real? Is it all premeditated? Do they let us know through the movies or not? Because we talk about that they do tell us through the movies, that they do tell us through ads, through whatever they put out there, whatever they're doing. Oh, and let's not talk about the fucking Sphere in Las Vegas, right? During the MMA thing, the September whatever Mexican thing it was, did anybody see those the signs, those letters? Now, there was a study done where they put words or said words onto water, right? And then they looked at the molecules. And, when people were praising the water and, saying positive words to the water, the molecules, I guess, had this crazy, I don't know how else to describe them. They were crazy cool looking. The way that article described it was a beautiful patterns. The way they described it. But when you do negative words to it, it just no pattern. It's just smeared. It gets bad. It looks bad. Yeah, it does. Compared to when you do positive things to it. So now imagine all those people in there and they put all those words on all those people. What did all that do to their molecules? It rot them to the core. It made them and turned them into slaves. But anyway, that's not what I was saying. What I'm talking about is the beepers blowing up. That's what I'm talking about. Do we have to worry about it? Does every single nation have to worry about it? Well, I would say absolutely yes. Because this was done in 2017. This was the warning. Is this Netanyahu or whatever his name is?
Nations to their knees.
Let's see.
With the click of a button, you can bring down nations to their knees very
Warning.
rapidly if you so desire and if you're willing to take the risks. Because every system can be hacked. Our airplanes, our hospitals, our cars, our banks. Actually, the most important word here is our data banks. They can be hacked.
Hey.
And the possibilities of sabotage and worse are all there.
He said everything he was doing there. Hacked, sabotage. He did it all. He was letting everybody know, hey, this is what I'm going to do. This is what I find out you could do. And therefore, I'm going to do it. And they did it. And now, Everybody, please get rid of your cell phones. If you're listening to this, get rid of your cell phone. You wonder why? Well, look at what they've done. They've blown up people through their technology. And every single one of us have everything, every single one. Oh my God. I have like, oh my God, I'm in danger. I have bombs all around me. I have bomb right there, bomb right there, bomb right there, bomb right there, bomb over. Oh my God, everything's a bomb in this room. So now I don't know I don't know if I should be worried about it. Keeping electronics on me. Oh, now think about this. Oh my God. Can they hack everybody's earbuds and turn them in? Oh, think about that. Think what that's going to look like. Think about all those little things blowing up in everybody's head at the same time. If they do it at the right time, everybody is at least a quarter of the population, just in California alone, will have their earbuds in. If you do it at a certain time. Now, I saw a couple of those videos, and it's a horrible sight, seeing somebody something blow up on their waist and just drop dead. Or, not drop, but like fly back. That's horrible. Now, let's think of this. What is it going to look like if they blow up everybody's earbuds? Boom, boom, no head. Ouch. That's horrible. Please don't do that. Unless I already gave you the idea. Now, am I going to be on the watch list somewhere? Now, I'm not very smart with technology. I don't know how to hack stuff. I really don't. Let's just say that. I'm just saying that out there just for, just for investigational purpose in the future, I guess. But anyways, not horrible. It seems like it was definitely premeditated. It seems like they prepared for that specific thing that they did. There was nothing to it other than just, we're going to do this, and they did that. So now some poor people out in the world are gone. But, I mean, should we worry about that? Or should we worry about the moon that's coming to us, the new moon that we're going to have? But wait, and this is crazy. They did say a long time ago, hey, we actually had two moons, just that moon is really small and we just can't see it. That article was put out. I read that article. You know how you should know that I have read that article? Because I've sat here for the last 4 Saturdays reading articles. Throughout articles that come up throughout the week. So I read about that, and now they're saying, oh, we're getting a new moon. Then we go into a new timeline shift. Did we? Fruit of the Loom doesn't have the cornucopia, and we talked about this, and it did have it. But actually, they got sued, for something really scary, I believe. And they had to regroup, so what did they do? Well, we're just going to rebrand, people. Now we have this brand. This brand has never existed. And nobody asks any questions afterward. What are you going to ask when that comes across? I mean, you can't really do anything about that. No, you sure cannot. But beepers and pagers. Now, that's that. That's that. A lot of the things. I was watching this video from this chick that she was saying that there is 20 biblical predictions, or not predictions. What are those called? Shit's happening right now. I don't know what they're called. But Shit is crazy. Tectonic plates are moving. More earthquakes recently. Volcano in Iceland. Volcano in Hawaii. Dirt turning everything into more land. The Euphrates River, that's the one that's drying up now. And the Death Valley or Death River, I don't know what. Now, it's not supposed to be fish in there. Now there's fish, and I think I've already talked about it now that I said that, which I'm not going to talk about again. Never mind. Forget it. You don't need to know about that. You don't need to know what I know because I'm going to be saved and everybody's not. I got a bunker, people. I got a bunker. Right. So what happens if there's an earthquake and your bunker falls? I don't know. Then I guess I'm buried now. So good. Either way, I'm getting buried. So no, that's horrible. That's horrible. But there was something I wanted to say, and I'm just stalling because I want to see if I can remember. Oh, I'll bring this up. I'll bring this up only because this needs to be seen by the world. Now I already told you, do not worry about the new moon. It's nothing. There's nothing to it. It's just gonna come and go, just like that the Umau. Is it Uma? Oh, Ua. Well, that long meteor that came by and left our galaxy, right? The long rock that came by and left is exactly what's going to happen. It's just going to take the trip and go around. And they know where it's going to go. They know the trip is going to take. You know, I wonder if the people in the space station are going to be able to see it. And if they can see it, can we get some footage from out there? That is a very good idea. And that's why I'm not in charge of NASA, because I have great ideas. But nobody validates my ideas. Anyways, so this is happening in, I don't know where it is. I think somewhere out in another continent. Well, that's not going to play. We just look like, huh? I was staring at it and it didn't play. So now I just feel bad for having you stare at something. But anyways, do not worry about it. We're going to be fine. Life will go on with or without us. So you don't need to worry yourself about what's going to happen with Afghanistan, with Gaza, with Iraq. Oh, wait, that's done. I'm talking about the new shit that we've seen. How about that new world order, right? You know that pin that Bill Gates come out? You know, I'll probably upload that picture just for giggles and shits until you giggle and shit. This is why you should get your videos ready, people, before you know. I have them ready, but this thing is acting up right now. We'll just smack it right in the face. Pow! Right to kiss it. But it is what it is. Yeah, you know what? Anyways, we're not going to talk about that. We're going to talk about September 29, the rock that's heading towards us. Everybody's worried about it. Oh, the spacesuit. That's right, the spacesuit. That's what I wanted to talk about. You know, at first, I was very skeptical, right? Because remember, no, that's not the right one. Remember the spacewalk the SpaceX did? I remember that. Remember how it just looks just very odd, right? Just very odd movement that someone would choose to move this way. That someone would choose to move this way. Why do you move like this so stiff? Why is that hand like that? I was asking that, right? I was asking that. Why is that hand like that? But then I came across this one.
Significant leap
That more or less
technology.
explains how the
offering
suit
astronauts
looks.
enhanced mobility and flexibility through advanced joints and lightweight materials,
Let's
which
back
allow
up
for
a
greater
bit.
freedom of movement compared to technology, offering astronauts enhanced mobility and flexibility through advanced joints and lightweight materials, which allow for greater freedom of movement compared to traditional suits. Its state-of-the-art helmet features a heads-up display, HUD, that provides astronauts with real-time data.
So he goes on to say free movement, freedom, but I go back to the spacewalk video, right? I go back to that spacewalk, and if you ask me,
This astronaut is
if you ask me, it doesn't look freely, and that's the wrong one, by the way. It's this one.
Copy, we're with you in test matrix 1.
Does that look like free movement to you? If your hand looks this stiff like the whole, this is not natural. Well, I would understand this. Like, I would even understand this. But this, that very much does not look like free movement. That doesn't look like you're moving freely. That doesn't look like you have much movement. And then they go on to say that you have these things that you can only move in certain directions. Well, is it free or can you move in certain directions only? That's what I wanted to know. It just seems odd. I'm not saying that the spacewalk didn't happen, but I'm just saying that video didn't happen because that movement is just really odd. It's just really odd. But I want to go back to what I wanted to talk about before this shit stopped working.
The right amount of money here on the help desk. So you people take that money, £1.90, and I will take my strawberries outside. If you want to call the police,
You can't take that. Police is on their way. You can't take that. Police is on their way. You can't take that.
I paid by legal tender.
No. Don't break the door. Do not break the door. No, don't.
I paid by legal tender, and I am going out with my strawberries.
England, that's where that is.
I'm going to eat my strawberries.
Yeah.
I paid by legal tender in this
You know what?
dystopian place.
That fuck right there is applauding him. He's applauding him. Let's go back. You see that?
My strawberries.
Like this guy saying like, yeah, you're brave, you're brave. Like, you know what that guy is.
By legal tender
But
in this dystopian place.
But most people do not have the balls to do what this guy did. And that is how you stand up to the government until you go to jail. That is the only way to stand up to the government. He paid legal tender, right? As a matter of fact, I guess pounds are probably legal. And we as an American nation, we are heading into that direction. And you know why I haven't said anything about anything political like I have been like the last 2 months? Because apparently I haven't looked into it. I just found out about it. There's a new law in California where Gavin Newsom is probably going to put you in jail apparently in California, there's a new law that if you share or make political memes that are offensive to those people, you could go to jail for that now. It is the continuation of what did the gentleman say? What did the gentleman say?
With my strawberries, and I'm going to eat them. I'm going to eat my strawberries. I paid by legal tender in this dystopian place.
We are in the continuation of turning into a dystopian place. Now, little by little, you could keep saying less and less. And if the law doesn't stop you from saying it, is this shit where we're at listening and making this shit on is the one that's going to hold you back from saying what you really want to say to some people on here. I mean, I don't really want to say anything. I say what I want to say to people, and it's not offensive. I'm not an offensive person, though. I'm really not. I'm really a very helpful person, you know. So anyways, going back to the spacesuit, that was not moving freely, and we're moving into a cashless society. You know what? I don't think I have gone to well, yes, I have been to places where they don't accept cash anymore. But that's only like in big cities. Like smaller cities, they you know, all this shit about this shit and that shit, I don't think it flies. Well, that's what I was thinking about when the pandemic, that's what I thought about the laws when the pandemic happened, and then it happened here. I kept saying left and right, I kept saying, you know, this shit seems like everything happens just around me. And out of nowhere, boom. That happened. So anyways, we're moving on to that. We live in a world where a lot of things are fake, people. A lot of things are fake. We also talked about the submarine, right? That submarine where we were like, everybody was sad, everybody was anxious. Everybody was saddened by what had happened. And they had us at the edge of our seat waiting for news. And they told us, this is actually what happened. They told us, this is actually how it went down.
This is true, but if you were to take less than one...
That's not the one I want to show. I don't want to see that guy again. No, that's just the audio. I wish I would have gotten better prepared, but I didn't. Oh well, deal with it. Okay, so this is what... So this is what the implosion more or less would have looked like, I guess. That's not it. Anyways, let me see if I can get better suited for it. So, okay. I think I got... I do not. What I'm trying to show you is...
And welcome back to the...
Don't we all hate ads? Don't we all hate ads? We do. Get rid of them. We don't want them. So I remember this is what they showed us, right? Oh no, this is what they have recently found. This is what they have recently found. And there's something I want to ask about this. There's something I want to ask about this. You see that thing right there kind of holding everything together? Is this a ratchet strap? Is this a fucking strap? But also, that's a pretty big piece. That's a pretty big piece. That's not what they showed us that crumble last time. If I had the video, I would play it. I tried to look for the video, but I'm not quick or smart enough to find it. And this is what also they found, right? I don't see no bones. I don't see no bodies. What happened? Where are the bodies? Let's ask Garth Brooks. Where are the bodies? Of course, there's the ocean. I understand how it works. I'm no dummy. I'm no dummy. But that happened. But I'm also questioning the strap. The strap we saw earlier. Is that what really happened? Is it? Did we really go to the moon? Did we go to the moon? Are we subject to alien demolition? What's going on here? What's going on? You know, I came across this.
The scariest bird sounds in the world.
Yes, I came across that. The scariest sounds of birds in the world. And I stop and think to myself. So, do you know how many stories I've heard of people saying, oh, so-and-so heard a baby crying in the forest or in the mountains, or it was scary. It was a baby crying, and I think it was some ghost or something, or a witch chasing me out in the wild. While it was this fucking bird. And then you have the shoe bill.
Cassowary.
That's what that sounded like. Like someone was shooting at you. Someone shooting at you out in the wild. But of course you don't see anything and you're already terrified that you think something's chasing you. You're going to think like, oh my God, I'm dead. It's a ghost. How's this one? Well, our videos are ruined once again, by my laptop. Let's thank my laptop, everybody. Let's thank my laptop. Thank my laptop. Wrong one. Thank my laptop. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. We've done it again. You fucked up my video. Oh, well, there was back.
Kiwi bird.
Now listen to the kiwi. That's a little fucking weird. It's a weird looking bird either way. Okay, I guess it's not gonna work this time. We'll sit here and keep talking again. Shit, so that this shit could possibly work. And what was I gonna say? Listen to that. That sounded like somebody was screaming out there, like somebody's getting murdered, like somebody was getting killed. So please, if you hear weird sounds out in the wild, it is not a ghost trying to get you. More than likely is just a little bird, a little birdie that out there living its best life, and you're over there accusing it of, it was a ghost. Oh my God, it was the ghost of Jerry Maguire. I don't know who that is. No, but anyways, please don't be scared when you hear something that you don't know what it is. It's more than likely not what you think it is. But anyways, I always enjoy my time here talking to people. And I have a great time. And today was no different. I brought you guys the sun, the moon, and the earth. Now we got it all together. I think we're in a good path now. And you know what? I thought of doing the opening the way I did it because I was like, you know what? I'm going to do an opening kind of like, I I don't know who, but I've seen people do it in shows that way. Because I thought I was like, oh, I can go off of that, and then we'll figure out along the way. But I need to figure out more along the way and get good at this. But anyways, let's do this last one. In a world that constantly pushes us to hustle harder, let's remember, sometimes doing nothing is the most productive thing we can do. Embrace the pause, find the humor in the chaos, and don't forget to laugh at the absurdity of it all. Absurdity of it all. I don't know what absurdity means of it all. How does that sound? Please enjoy your week, and we'll be back next week. Don't worry about it. We're not getting taken out by a planet. We're not getting taken out by anything. It's all going to be fine. We're going to make it through. Do not worry, because we'll make it through. And I already ruined it, so whatever. Deuces.
For our 2 cents.